What's up guys, welcome back to another video here at Achieve Academy, and today we're going through cumulative frequency. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I promise you, it is this easy. Our learn outcomes for today is to understand what cumulative frequency is and how to plot and read the data on a graph. It's also to solve cumulative frequency exam questions. So, what is cumulative frequency? The cumulative frequency diagram creates a running total of the amounts within a table. Cumulative frequency is plotted on the vertical axis and length is plotted on the horizontal axis. In this lesson, we will focus on solving cumulative frequency exam questions and understand how to convert from a table to a graph. So, with a cumulative frequency diagram, we use it because it's a good way to represent data to find the median, which is the middle value. To find the median value, draw a line across from the middle value of the table. A cumulative frequency diagram is also a good way to find the interquartile range, which is the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile. The interquartile range, when you're doing your exam question, just write IQR, which saves you a lot of time, is a measure of how spread out the data is. It is more reliable than the range because it does not include extreme values. A high value for the interquartile range shows the data is spread out. A low value for the interquartile range means the data is closer together or more consistent. Once again, it's that time to have a go at some Math Genie exam questions. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, the cumulative frequency table shows the height in centimeters of some tomato plants. On the grid, plot a cumulative frequency graph for this information. Now, as you can see, with our heights, we do not have normal modal classes where we go 140 to 150 to 150 to 160 because it's already been given in the cumulative frequency form. So here we simply use the numbers given to us and we plot it onto the graph. So all our x's should look like this, and then you draw a curve starting from your bottom x, you draw up all the way to your top x. I know it's not perfect, but it's just a rough sketch of an estimation so you know how to do it. And then in part B, we're asked to find the median height. So we use a half value, so we look at cumulative frequency. It's out of 60, so we're going to half that and go to 30. Go from 30, across, and then we go down. And we should get an answer of 169. Now, 169 is the proper answer for the median height, but it is an estimation. So don't worry if you got 168. 170 is out the range because you've already plotted your x and you know it's below your x. But if you got 168 or 169, don't worry because you have a range of answers you can achieve because it's an estimate. Now, as before with graphs, we use the frequency and the modal classes to find the fx column. We do the same with cumulative frequency, but this time it tells us where we should be plotting on our graph. Make sure you draw your curves in pencil and it's a smooth line. Don't feather the line because you'll not get the marks like when you're plotting other graphs such as quadratics or maybe cubic. Try and be precise with your lines, but don't overstress, and you are given a range of answers. So when you're asked to find the median, if you've drawn your line slightly off and you're 1 or 2 out, don't worry, you'll probably get it right. But if you're more than say 2 out, then you won't get the mark. Here's another exam question for you to have a go at. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause, and you've done. So, the cumulative frequency graph shows some information, the time it takes people to complete a challenge. Part A, we're asked to find the median time. So here, it's out of 80, the cumulative frequency, half that, 40, so we're going to draw lines at 40. Draw across, then draw down, and the median time will be 68 seconds. Now with part B, we're asked to find the number of people who took longer than 80 seconds to complete the challenge. So we're going to draw a line up from 80 seconds and across, and we'll get 68 again. Now this is just a coincidence. Don't think the 68 seconds and the 68 cumulative frequency have something to do with each other. They don't. It's just a coincidence that this has happened. So we're just going to do 80 minus 68, and we're going to get the number of people who took longer than 80 seconds to complete the challenge to be 12. Here are some of the hardest exam questions you'll probably be asked on cumulative frequency. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, the frequencies table shows the speed of 100 cars. Part A, on the grid, plot a cumulative frequency graph for this information. Now, we are given modal classes and a frequency, but no cumulative frequency. We're going to have to work that out. So, to work out cumulative frequency, simply to tally them up. So we're going to do 6 plus 17 to get 23, plus 29 to get 52, plus 25 to get 77, and so on, so on. Then we're going to plot all our new numbers onto our graph. Always plot it at the end of your classes. So don't do it at the midpoint of 0 to 20, which would be 10. Make sure you always do it on 20. Because what it would be in the cumulative frequency would be 0 to 20, 0 to 40, 0 to 60, and so on. And now we simply draw on our curve. I know it's not the best curve in the world, but it will do for the purpose. And then we're going to draw a line across, up from 90, then all the way across. And we should get an answer of 88. Then we do 100 minus 88, so that's the number of people in the cumulative frequency, and we should get an answer of 12. Here is another exam question for you to have a go at. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, the cumulative frequency graph gives some information about the weights of some objects. Part A, you were asked to find the median weight, and Part B, you were asked to find the interquartile range. So, you plot on all three, which we're going to need. We're going to need the lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile. The lower, you go at 15, the median, you do at 30, and the upper, you do at 45. All draw across, then all draw your lines now. So, for the median weight, we should get 128. Don't worry if you get 127 or 129, there is always a range. But for the interquartile range, we should get an upper quartile of 133 and a lower of 122. 133 minus 122 gets us our interquartile range, so it should be 11 grams. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson. I did say it was that easy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.